Rosy Friends, it's Julie and I'm back to talking to the camera again, and I am so nervous and I have no idea why. I never used to be this nervous, and I'm feeling really happy though to be actually doing this again. Thank you so much for the really kind messages, I am not gonna cry on camera, that you left me on my last video. They meant so much to me. They made it so much easier to start doing this again after I had been struggling so much. I can feel my rosacea flushing right now, which is good considering what I'm going to be talking about in this video, but thank you. Thank you for being so kind and so wonderful and so supportive as you have always been. I have no idea how I got this lucky to have a community like you. You're just so wonderful. If there was anything that could get me feeling great again and feeling ready to start talking to the camera and just taking on all the other parts of my life again, it would absolutely be you guys. Thank you very much. Right, but more to the point, today's video is going to be about something that I have wanted to talk about since February, I think. Was it March that I did the video that I said it was coming up really soon? And that would be the RubyLux Amber Yellow LED bulb. It's the second generation bulb. It's this little guy right here. Actually, this little guy right here, this socket thing is something that I already had. But I will show you the package for this product so you can see what I am talking about. There we go. So that's what it looks like in the box. That's how tiny it is. This is how tiny it is right here. It is this bitty little bulb like this. It looks like this face on. Oh, because the sun's shining on it. I hope that shows up on camera as much as it's showing up on my little LED screen, because you can actually see the reflection that shows that it is indeed yellow, which is funny because normally you can't really tell what color these lights are until you turn them on. But yep, so that's what this is. If I turn it on, let's see if you can actually see. See, it's an amber yellow color. I have talked about an amber yellow bulb from RubyLux before. I think it was like 2 years ago or something when I first started experimenting with this brand. That was their first generation. It was something you needed to stick directly to your face. This is second generation. I like this so much more. This reminds me of some of the really powerful ones that I have tried before, like the Dual Care, that I've just fallen in love with. And yet this is really inexpensive. Again, I still use it in the same way. I've got goggles that I use for this. I don't know if this would actually damage my eyes, but am I gonna take a risk? No, I'm not. I just don't want to mess around with that kind of thing. As far as I understand it, lights like red light therapy and amber light therapy, they don't necessarily hurt your eyes in that those wavelengths are dangerous. However, all very bright lights are not good for your eyes in any wavelength, in any circumstances. Yes, things like blue light and UV light are worse, but any super bright light is not good for your eye, especially when you're aiming it directly at you for some sort of treatment. And therefore, goggles like this, which are so inexpensive, and I think RubyLux sells their own. 99% sure. If they're not, I'll put somewhere on the screen, no, I was wrong, don't listen to me. But I'm pretty sure that they sell them as well. I'm really sure. And yeah, so that's what I use with this light. I have been using, if you've been watching my videos, I have been using the mask like this from the same brand. I'm very happy with that. That's actually what I have started using every day. I just really like the convenience of it because I can pop that thing on and still, my computer is here, that's why I'm making this. You can't see that, but it makes sense to me. But yeah, so I can pop that on and still continue working or watching YouTube videos or doing whatever I want instead of actually having to check out and stop and do the light therapy. But yeah, so here's the deal with this light. It looks like this. It is amber yellow, and I use it on this side of my face for 3 minutes, and then I use it on this side of my face for 3 minutes. I'm just covering my eyes because I don't want to put the goggles on right now. I usually follow this after the red light that I also do. I find that red and amber pair very well for me. I didn't find that if you watch the mask video. I didn't find that for that. I don't know if it's a different wavelength of amber or if there's something else going on. I know that in the comments of one of my videos, one of you Rosy Friends explained that that might not actually be amber, it might just look yellow, so that could be it. But I found that on the mask, it's the red and green that works really great for my skin. But what I was doing was testing out this amber light for this particular review video, and I found that this, following the red light version of this, actually, which I do have over here, so I can show you what that looks like just in case you're curious. This is the all red one. So that just looks like this. So it's like that. I don't know if that's actually showing up on camera, but that's what that looks like. So it's a red light anyway, and it is the red version of this yellow amber one. I have previously done videos on this, and this is also the second generation one. This is the good one. What I do is I use that one for 3 minutes on one side, and then I use that one for 3 minutes on the other side, and then I follow up with this amber one, 3 minutes and 3 minutes. And that's all it takes, and it gives me the exact same benefits that I experience with the Dual Care, which is considerably more expensive than this. I do feel that they are two different kind of product categories. That said, as far as I understand, that company from Smarter Lights has shifted gears and has gone into education. So that product isn't available anymore. So this combination, I haven't found that I have tried yet because they're very expensive, a combination red and amber yet that would match that one. But these are very inexpensive. I don't know if they last as long, but they're so inexpensive to replace, and they're really teensy that it's not kind of as big of a deal if one of them burns out after a few years. The other thing that I really like about these that I prefer to the mask that I actually use every day is that if I travel somewhere, whether it's just overnight or on a vacation that I'll be taking in a few weeks, these travel very well and I don't have to worry about them in case something should happen to them. I would prefer that they didn't get broken or anything, but should something happen, then it's not as though I've spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars. I don't remember how much these are. I should have got a brain and looked this up before I made this video, but I will look it up after I'm done the video, and I will put it somewhere on the screen or in the description below, or both if I'm really feeling geared up to do this. And just so that you can know what it is at the moment. And to transport it, it just came in this little, this is like that bubble wrap stuff, and it's a little resealable envelope of bubble wrap, so I just always just pop the bulb into here and put it back in the box that it came in and just chuck it in my suitcase. Actually, last September I did a video on what I pack for an overnight when I go out of town, and I was using the red one version of that. I didn't have this amber yellow one at the time, but I did bring the red one with me, and you could see that that was taken in my weekender bag with me. Really great product. Same kind of results that I was getting from a larger, more expensive product. It takes about twice as much time, but that just means that it takes 3 minutes instead of 1.5 minutes. So we're not talking a lot of time. This is very, very powerful for me. And by the way, the time that you would need, or whether or not this would work for you, I don't know. This is just what works for me. So I'm not saying this is guaranteed to work for you, or that it will work for any other person in the same way that it works for me. I hold it about this far from my face, so not quite a foot, probably closer to 6 inches. I try to follow these instructions which came with it, which are extremely helpful, and there are also some helpful handy tips on the back of this. It does say that a lot of people prefer gooseneck lamps on the back. As long as you have an open face lamp, the gooseneck lamps are great because you can just aim it at yourself. If you just want to sit there and let it do the work, then that's perfect. I personally like to hold it in place myself. I don't know if that makes me a control freak, but that's just how I do it. I think that's everything that I wanted to say about this. I hope that's everything that I wanted to say. So yes, this is the RubyLux Amber Yellow LED bulb. It has 38 LEDs. It's within the range of 570 nanometers to 590 nanometers. And I will put the link for this in the description for this video. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. That way I will know that this is the kind of thing you want to see. And if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel and you would like to, I hope you will click the subscribe button. And if you want to be notified every time I release a new video, then please hit the bell icon and you will receive an alert. And other than that, I will see you next time.